This is PBC Fight Camp. Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia.
It's very important to forget where you come from because you never know where you're going. So you gotta stay humble, stay locked in, and just keep going. And that's why I built the gym in my neighborhood, because I never wanted to forget where I came from.
Every day Garcia trains, 2 hours are spent traveling to his gym in Philadelphia and back to his house in Pottstown. But training here in this legendary fighting city gives him something extra that he'll take with him when he steps in the ring with Errol Spence Jr. on December 5th.
My opponent knows I'm from Philly, so he knows I'm tough and built to last. So it's a mental thing. I could easily have a gym at my house, but Philly made me. And I feel like that's my motivation, you know, coming from the tough streets of Philly is what motivates me, and that's what keeps me going. This is home.
It's a blessing just to be here and just to be walking down the alley again. My father always taught me not to feel sorry for yourself. You know, it's on you to either you gonna go get it or you just gonna sit there and mope about it and cry about it. I was like, it's gonna be on me and I'm gonna do everything it takes in my power to come back. That's what I did. I just used my mind and my body and, you know, got out here and just worked for it and worked hard, and, you know, now I'm back and now I'm fighting on probably the biggest show of the year. I think, you know, we both had the urge to win. I feel like his back against the wall because if he loses this, you know, he kind of goes to the wayside, you know, and I think my back is against the wall because coming from a car accident, people want to see, am I still, you know, the same Errol Spence Jr. pre-car accident? I am the same, but I think I'm more evolved too, just a better, smarter fighter, and, you know, I think a lot of people are gonna see different things come December 5th. This is my second chance at, not even at boxing, but at life too. So, I mean, I feel like I defeated my car situation. So, you know, the only thing now is to defeat Danny Garcia in the ring.
In the ring, we focus on Spence. You know, everything we're doing is for Spence. It's nobody else. And
tell them that's what we ready for war. Tell them that's what we ready for war. Bringing that to competitors. Do we see the confetti ball? Be ready for war.
You know, every day it gets closer, the intensity picks up, the atmosphere changes, everyone gets more serious.
Trust me, it gets more mean. I'm a nightmare going up against your dreams. Tell them that's what we ready for war. Tell them that's what we ready for war. Bringing that to competitors. Do we see the confetti ball? Be ready for war. Be ready for war.
Today was good sparring, and that helps my mind stay sharp and just dig deep.
Home. It is a place that represents who you are, where you came from, and ultimately where you want to go. Home. A place that symbolizes pride for both of these boxers. For the challenger, Danny Garcia, he began in the hardscrabble streets, rising up and embodying the soul that is Philadelphia to become a two-time, two-division world champion. For the WBC and IBF welterweight champion, Errol Spence Jr., his miraculous comeback from what could have been a fatal car accident is nearly complete. Now, in his new home, he has found his peace. These warriors fight for the best of intentions, family and love. Each has been given the opportunity of a second chance. Will Errol Spence prove that he is still the best welterweight on the planet? Or will Danny Garcia cement a place in history on the way to boxing's Hall of Fame? Fight camp begins with solace, solitude, and sweat, and culminates with two great champions facing off and battling each other for 36 minutes of tumult and fervor. On December 5th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the perfect 26-0 record of Errol Spence Jr. will battle Danny Garcia, he of the 36-2 record. One way or another, on that night, history will happen as one of these men leaves the ring as the unified welterweight champion of the world.
Two of the best fighters in the world.
Errol Spence Jr. Dominating. Danny Garcia.
21 knockouts apiece. They fight for their legacy.
Who's the greatest of right now?
In the biggest fight of the year.
You line them up, I'm gonna knock them down. I want you next, let's get it on.
Destiny collides. Undefeated welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia, December 5th on pay-per-view.
I will never back down.
Thank you for watching. Well, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you click somewhere around here and subscribe. From fight highlights to exclusive interviews, we have got everything you need as a boxing fan right here on PBC on Fox.